sure. On 28th of February this year, Raila Odinga will become the CEO of the African Union Commission, AUC.
There has been a push and pull in the ODM party regarding whether to support the government or whether not to support the government. ODM is split into two. One party says that they are fully in government since the broad-based government, and the other party says that they are still not in government, or they are not going to be in the government, but rather they are going to play an active opposition role. These moves seem to have divided the ODM party in two. One of those that have been in the forefront, in the front line, saying that they are not in government is the Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna. Remember, Senator Sifuna has been appearing to most of these local channels as articulating the agenda of ODM because he is the Secretary General of the ODM party, and Sifuna has been very clear saying that ODM is not in the government. Last week there was some debate in a morning show in one of these local stations, and in attendance was Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and the Kisumu Senator Professor Tom Ojenda. This is my focus of analysis this afternoon. If it is your first time on my channel, please do not leave without hitting that subscription button and put on a notification bell so that when I do the next video, you will not miss out. So according to a good professor who said that next month Baba is going to become the AU Secretary Chair. He said that once Baba becomes the AU Secretary Chair, the General Secretary of ODM, Edwin Sifuna, is going to be advised to toe the line and support the government. Come 2027, our good professor hinted that ODM is going to form a major coalition with the government or with the UDA party. And among the things that or the coalition strategy or coalition agreement that a good professor hinted at is that ODM is going to demand for number 2, or is going to demand in the coalition agreement to become the to deputize one William Samoei Ruto. So we are wondering where this leaves Akina Kindiki, where this leaves Akina Mudavadi, because in that arrangement also Professor Tom Ojenda said that ODM is going either to look also for the cabinet secretary slot, and this begs a question because we don't know where this is going to leave Akina Mudavadi, because Mudavadi has been firmly in that seat. There's a video that I want us to watch shortly, but before we watch that video, according to the good professor, he said that Kalonzo Musyoka has been in the court for so long, and he said Kalonzo Musyoka in a few months he could be on his way to the government, or he's going to be absorbed in the government. And our good professor, Professor Tom Ojenda, also said that once Senator Sifuna is going to be advised to toe the line and support the government agenda, Senator Sifuna will have no option but to sing the song of the government. Let's watch this video before we proceed.
Yes, that Senator Sifuna will be advised by the party leadership.
Ojenda,
yes, confirmed that he will be advised. He will be advised by Honorable Raila Odinga that, and I'm sure on 28th of February this year, Raila Odinga will become the CEO of the African Union Commission, AUC. He will win the election. He'll move to Addis Ababa. I will remain here with Sifuna here. As the SG
to deal with him,
and he will be advised that the way we are going in 2027 is support President Ruto for a second term. ODM will be a major player. I think the coalition agreement may include a possibility of having a deputy president from ODM. I think then we can have position shared between ODM and UDA for 2027.
What happens?
And that will be working. That will be Professor Kithure Kindiki, of course, is squarely in government. I think that will be a negotiation that will happen at the point, because there are various. Government is big, Trevor, and there'll be arrangements that will work around, and they can deal with.
So who in ODM now that you're in the prediction mode?
No. Let me tell you this: 2027 is a different ballgame. UDA, ODM will form a coalition. They'll agree on the structure. The structure will include a cabinet secretary, a prime cabinet secretary, of course, and a chief cabinet secretary. All the framework will ensure that there's inclusivity. But there's one possibility, Trevor, that I will also speak to this morning, that there's a possibility, and Sifuna has prophesied, that when a party like ODM Kenya or Wiper is in the state that it is in, where it is seeking out partners, it's like a partner, it's like a spinster.
People are looking for
and
us.
So the possibility that you could easily come into government is real. That you don't be surprised, Trevor, if in a few months Kalonzo Musyoka joins government. Do not be surprised.
Listening to the good professor's sentiment, one can tell that these guys are really confused to speak whether to support the government or whether not to support the government. Remember, recently there was a meeting and some quarters in the ODM party said that their support for the government will depend on the outcome of the AU seat or AU Commission chair seat next month. Meaning, if Raila Amolo Odinga loses the seat next month, then they are going to review their support for the government. And if Raila Odinga wins that seat, they are going to support, to be in support of the government agenda come 2027. So a very interesting scenario is about to play out, especially regarding next month AU Chair Commission election that is going to take place next month. It seems that there are going to be also a systematic political shift. Some people are going to stay in the government and some people are going to be in oppose or harsh critic of the government. We are going to watch and see how that is going to play out. Remember, there has been a vocal blogger, whom I'll not mention, that has been saying that ODM is fully in government, whether Baba wins that seat or whether Baba not win that seat. ODM is fully in government. I don't know if that sentiment reflect majority of the ODM party members, because if we can see one Babu Owino, who was a diehard and who is still a diehard ODM supporter, has been so silent in the recently because of the happenings of the country, and Babu seems to be uncomfortable in supporting this government. I don't know your thoughts, guys. If you have contrary opinion to what I'm seeing or to what the prof say, please drop a comment below so that I also read your sentiment and understand what you think about the politics of our country. And